In 1898, the United States annexed Hawaii through a joint resolution in Congress, removing Queen Liliuokalani from her throne so the U.S. could establish a military base in the Pacific and U.S. businessmen could have access to the sugarcane. The annexation, which played a crucial turning point during the Spanish-American War and World War II, eventually led to statehood in 1959. However, since Hawaii's annexation, Hawaii's culture has drastically changed over time from a tribal-centric kingdom to a westernized modern state due to the influence of the U.S.
Captain James Cook first arrived in Hawaii in 1778. Before the 19th century, Hawaii consisted of multiple tribes led by chiefs. In 1810, King Kamehameha I united the entire archipelago of Hawaii and established a new kingdom. During the unification process, the king received support including guns and rifles from Western countries to modernize and strengthen his army when facing opponents at Stone Age-level technology. In the 1800s, Western countries were looking to expand their boundaries by taking control of other countries with force. This was called imperialism, and some people thought it was good since it helped the Western countries to prosper, while some people thought it was bad because it exploited the occupied countries. Some of the first people that came to Hawaii were Christian missionaries from New England in the early 1800s. They wanted to convert the Hawaiian people into Christians. The missionaries played a significant role in shaping the cultural, educational, and religious landscape of Hawaii into Western style during the period. The missionaries gifted Queen Ka'ahumanu with a Bible fully translated into Hawaii in efforts to convert her into a Christian. The Queen converted into a Christian, and this led up to other Hawaiians to convert. With the adoption of Christianity, Hawaiians started to accept Western lifestyle and culture, seeking opportunities for prosperity. In an effort to attract more foreign investments, in 1850, the Kingdom of Hawaii allowed outsiders to purchase land in Hawaii, since Hawaii believed that attracting foreign settlers and capital would contribute to the economic growth and modernization of the islands.
In the mid-19th century, missionaries and entrepreneurs from the U.S. introduced sugarcane to the islands. As demand for sugar grew, American investors established large plantations and started to accumulate wealth. These wealthy plantation owners gained substantial political power through using economic influence, forming alliances with foreign governments, and manipulating local politics. These businessmen controlled key industries like sugar and used their economic power against their opponents. A group of white businessmen known as the Committee of Safety had wanted to take control of Hawaii for a long time because of the abundance of sugarcane that was produced in Hawaii and the amount of money they could make from the sugar industry. In 1875, the Reciprocity Treaty was signed with Hawaii, removing tariffs and establishing easier trade between the United States and Hawaii. In 1887, white businessmen took armed forces to Hawaii and forced King Kalakaua to sign a document called the Bayonet Constitution, which gave the businessmen power over the kingdom and other Native Hawaiians' rights. In 1893, the Committee of Safety staged a coup against Queen Liliuokalani. While President Grover Cleveland was thinking about annexing, he came to a conclusion and he rejected. In 1898, the Spanish-American War broke out. The battles took place not only in the Caribbean, but also in the Philippines, located in Asia. The white businessmen realized that Hawaii could become a good recalling port and took this strategic reason as a leverage to push the annexation of Hawaii one more time.
In 1898, President William McKinley approved the annexation of Hawaii while under pressure from U.S. businessmen in Hawaii and due to the strategic need during the Spanish-American War. The white plantation owners who had established significant sugar plantations in Hawaii saw annexation to secure favorable economic conditions and to avoid taxes on their sugar exports to the U.S. Furthermore, the annexation of Hawaii was a turning point due to the good location of Hawaii to recall the U.S. military vessels when fighting in the Philippines during the Spanish-American War. People had diverse opinions about the annexation of Hawaii. People who were keen to the annexation thought it would bring economic interest, fulfill the militaristic importance, and strengthen American power in the Pacific. Those who opposed the annexation were Native Hawaiians and anti-imperialists.
America established a naval base in Hawaii's Pearl Harbor shortly after the official annexation that helped them gain control of the Pacific and an easier way to trade with Asia. This helped America win the Spanish-American War, by giving them strategic control of the Pacific, a way to combat the water forces of the Philippines, and gave America more access to Hawaiians' goods and coastline for things like military bases, sugarcane, and light tourism. During World War II, Japan bombed the naval base in Pearl Harbor, and it forced the United States to enter the war. The annexation was bad for the Hawaiians because their cultural practices were in decline and did not happen as often or at all. The Hawaiians also saw the annexation as an act of war and not an act as expansion or a way that the U.S. wanted to make money.
Decades after the annexation, Hawaii became a major tourist attraction and still has important military bases. The support among Americans for Hawaii's statehood was influenced by multiple factors, including strategic military bases during the Cold War, economic interests, and the desire to accept the diverse population of Hawaii. In 1959, Hawaii became an official state of the United States. There was a poll that showed more than 90% of people living in Hawaii wanted to become a state because they would get U.S. citizen rights. Still, some people in Hawaii did not like that Hawaii became part of the U.S.
Today, only 10.1% of people living in Hawaii are native Hawaiian due to immigration from Asian countries and the American mainland. The high concentration of the Asian population in the islands delayed the process of becoming a state because the U.S. government was not ready to approve statehood where the majority of the population was non-white.